time, and I tell you what, I'm going to pick the next stunt that you have to do, okay? All right, how many of you guys want to see Andrew put his head in Crusher's mouth? Yeah! All right, you want to do it? He's going to do it. Okay, here we go. So Crusher has to open his mouth really wide, and then we have to make sure that he's in a good hold because anything can set off an alligator's bite. A drop of water, a drip of sweat, a grain of sand, some grease off of Andrew's forehead. I mean, anything can set off a bite, and they can put 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. Leo, look around. Look at everybody really thought you were going to do that. We will never do that, guys. It's crazy. Absolutely not. No, you could die from putting your head in an alligator Crusher's mouth. But look, what Andrew's doing right now is a minor demonstration of some of the desensitization that we've done. We're letting you, Crusher know that we can put something behind him. We can put a foreign object on the back of his head. It looks cool because it's a hat, but there is a serious purpose to this. Animals don't like things in their blind spot. You walk behind a horse and they kick you. You walk behind an alligator and they chomp you in half. So, the next logical step, of course, is to put a person behind an alligator for this show. So I'm going to get in the water and stand right by Crusher's tail where he can turn and bite the very end of his own tail. And the reason why we do this is for worst case scenario. If Crusher is feeling ill, we can't just put him into the back of the truck and drive him down to the vet's office, right? We have to bring them some type of sample. Most of those samples we just net out of the pool once a week, but if he needs a blood sample, our veterinarian is going to require us to draw that for him. And you can do that in a few areas. The neck, I don't know about that one, right? The arms and legs, that's underwater. Or the tail. You'll notice as an alligator raises their head, they counterbalance the heavy head with their tail. So he's naturally going to raise his tail. Now where I am standing, Crusher can see me, and he can turn and bite the end of his own tail. I'm going to use my fingernail to go in between these hardened scales to these less protective, smaller scales. You can see him tensing up his tail there, right? That is exactly how we would poke him with a needle. I'll show you guys here. Look in between those scales. A little poke with the fingernails. We see him tense up so he knows that I'm there. And then again, you can see that Crusher knows this is just a delayed response till he gets food. And that way we don't have to restrain him or sedate him or hurt him or stress him out in any type of way when he is ill. And we don't care about stressing out the veterinarian. That's their job, right? Of course. Now you're going to try one more because Crusher's been acting like a statue. We're going to see if I can get him distracted where he'll come and attack me here. And the best way to distract an alligator is with some splashing. So I'm going to stand to the side of Crusher where he could turn and bite. And I'm going to mimic the sounds of a drowning animal. All right. Now his instinct is going to tell him, eat that drowning animal, right? But his training is going to tell him, just sit there and wait for